Greetings to all of you wonderful people who must have felt sufficiently intrigued by the title of this video and the thumbnail to have decided to give it a chance. Welcome to a brand new world, a brand new series. I decided I wanted to start over and do something very different that I'm pretty sure probably none of you have ever seen before. Because I've never played it. You know, I have an idea of playing this game in a way that I've never seen anybody play this game. In a way that I've never played this game. But I think it's a good idea, and I really wanted to try it, give it a try. I think I've been doing it wrong this entire time. All along. I've been playing with preconceived ideas of what I should be doing instead of just following my heart's desires. You know, I think I've been kind of missing the point. I think that perhaps what is the best thing to do in this game is to actually just sort of explore what you feel like doing and sort of go with the flow and sort of take the time to just appreciate the beauty of the world, to just admire the surroundings, and to take it slow and to not really pursue any kind of goals. Perhaps just stick with the bare necessities. Do the least that you have to do at first. You know, like I do recognize that, well, I'm going to need a bed and I'm going to need food. Let's just start with that. And to obtain a bed, I am going to need to either kill some sheep or shear them with some shears, but I would need iron ore for the shears, and you know that seems, I don't see any iron ore right or, you know, in my immediate surroundings, so I think I'm actually going to probably have to shear some sheep. I don't see any sheep either, but you know, there's a forest biome right next to me. There's usually some sheep in the forest. I bet you that I will encounter some sheep if I just go this way, in this direction. So I guess I'll probably end up having to kill some sheep, because I do want to be able to sleep through the night, because I am playing in hardcore mode. All right. I did decide that I want to stick with hardcore mode. I really like playing hardcore mode. It really gives a sort of edge to the game, a sort of feel that I can't really quite let go of. So I wanted to keep doing it in hardcore mode, even though this is going to be, you know, it's going to be very difficult trying to play it the way that I have in mind, because it might be a very long time before I have armor. I might have to, you know, I'm going to be spending a lot of time just avoiding danger, but I think it's going to be interesting, nevertheless, and it's going to be beautiful, and I really kind of want to see what happens. All right, I still don't see any sheep. Oh, there's a fox. There's some cows. I'm going to avoid even chopping trees down until I see some sheep, because I want to stick around for the canopy to decompose. I probably am going to follow my you know, my habits, my typical habits of what I... Oh, there's a village. Well, that kind of changes things. Now I have the option of just picking up a bed from one of their houses. I don't know if I actually want to do that, though. I normally avoid doing that because I don't really like to take things from the villagers. Maybe they have some sheep. Maybe there's some sheep. Well, I don't want to kill their sheep, even if they do have some sheep. I don't really want to kill their sheep. I'm going to have to find sheep. Because I don't want to take any of their beds. Alright. I don't like stealing things. And you know, I don't know any of them personally. And they don't seem to be very talkative. So I'm just going to pass right on through this village for the time being. I'll introduce myself to them later, because I really do want to be able to sleep through the night. So I'm gonna have to find some sheep. I can't believe I still haven't encountered any. I want to avoid the rush. I want to avoid rushing things in this game. I want to take my time with things. You know, if I don't find any sheep, that's okay. That's okay. I'll just stay up through the night. I'll stay up through the night. I'll find myself a safe spot to spend the night, and I'll just stay up through the night, and I'll be all right. Because you know, you couldn't do that. You don't have to sleep on the first night if you don't find any sheep. That happens. Worst comes to worst, that's the plan. I'm just gonna stay up through the night. I might just dig down into the dirt just to keep myself safe. Maybe I'll build a boat. Perhaps that's what I should do. Build a boat, because you're pretty safe in a boat at night. The mobs don't spawn, you know, out in the water. Now I've already kind of come a significant distance from the spawn point. I typically don't do that. I typically try to avoid exploring very much. Well, here we go. The first thing that I have in my inventory. I have a chicken egg. Alright. The world has generously granted me a chicken egg. And I am grateful. It's the first thing in my possession. Lots of chickens over here. Look at that. There's another one. Chickens are fantastic. They don't need anything to multiply. They lay eggs. You can make more chickens with their eggs. You can just crack the eggs, and sometimes they produce a chick. And then, you know, you don't even need to feed them, and they eat seeds. Chicken are a wonderful source of food. I still haven't seen any sheep. I can't believe that. I might have to stay up through the night. Or make a boat. Aha! And there we go. There's a sheep. Well, I did not encounter any iron that entire time. So I am going to need to make an axe and kill it off. Is that the only sheep, though? There's only one? That's not going to be enough. And there's not much daylight left. Uh-oh. That's not good. Before I kill this sheep, I want to make sure that there's at least 2 other ones. Because I don't want to, you know, kill it in vain. If I still can't build a bed from that one sheep. Okay, well, is that the same sheep? Or is that a different sheep? Is there more sheep up here? There's so many chickens! It's the land of chickens. No, I think that's the same sheep that I saw. No, there's... Alright. Okay, we have multiple sheep. Alright. We're good. We're good. Now I'm gonna go ahead and chop this tree down because it is getting dark super fast. We've taken an entire day to look for sheep, but I have succeeded. I have found sheep, and unfortunately I am going to have to kill them off because I do not have shears. So please forgive me, sheep. I'm doing what I have to do. Alright. So this part, you know, this part isn't anything different from the way Minecraft typically works. Alright, I do really want a bed, so I am going to proceed with this part of the game. As per usual. I'm going to make a bed. And that's because I do want to survive, and I do feel like it would be nice to just sleep through the night, as usual. But that's it. That's the only thing that I'm going to do. That's typical. That's typical Minecraft. All right, and that's it. Now I'm going to sleep through the night, and then tomorrow, on day two, I'm going to go with the flow. Because now that I have a bed, I'm basically all set. That's all that I really need. This bed. This is it. I'm going to make it into a gray bed, because I do like my gray beds now. If you are one of the subscribers, one of my subscribers, if you're not a new person, you might have you might have watched some previous videos that I've made, and you might know me a little bit. So I know this is something that's completely different from what you've seen. All right, or maybe not completely different. It's still fairly similar, I guess. I'm still playing in hardcore mode. I'm still playing with no user interface. I am still kind of maintaining my traditional style, I guess, in that regard. But I'm definitely kind of taking a major turn with this episode, with this series. As of yesterday, I've been trying to make a different series. I've been trying to record a series that I've been calling Mundane World, and I made multiple attempts at following through with that series. And actually, if you've watched any of that, if you've been following what I've been doing, which I don't think there's anybody that has been, to be frank. I'm pretty sure that just about every single person that will have clicked on this video is going to be a completely new person that hasn't seen any of my previous work. But just to kind of debrief on what's going to happen with the Mundane World series. I don't know if I'm actually going to follow through with it, because as of today, I've decided that I'm not doing it right. I decided that I wanted to try something completely different. I decided that my Mundane World series, it's not mundane enough. I still feel like I still find myself just rushing things. I find myself doing things in a way, playing Minecraft in a way that kind of panders to the typical expectation of what you're supposed to do in Minecraft, I guess. Even though I still was trying to avoid pandering to specific Minecraft trends. I'm still not quite. I still wasn't quite following my intuition, my innermost desires. I still wasn't quite just doing what I really felt like doing. And I think that I was kind of I'm missing. I felt like I was missing out. I felt like I wasn't doing it right. Like I wasn't sticking with the spirit of of the concept that I had in mind. I wasn't staying true to the spirit of Minecraft, really, because I do believe that Minecraft as a sandbox game, it's really all about doing whatever you feel like doing. And I, I I'm I felt today that despite my best efforts at doing that, I still wasn't quite living up to that expectation. I mean, not expectation. It's not an expectation. That's the point is to avoid trying to live up to expectations. The expectation of not bothering with expectations. I guess that's also an expectation, isn't it? But yeah, I'm going to just avoid reaching for anything. Avoid striving for anything. Avoid trying to pursue any kind of achievement. I don't know if I even need a starter house. Do you even need a starter house? Maybe I'm gonna take my sweet time getting around to making a first build. I don't know. I don't have any kind of anything in mind. I just wanted to start over completely fresh with no preconceptions of what to do at all, and see where that leads me. See where that takes me to. I don't really have anything planned for this episode. I did want to. I did decide that I wanted to make a bed, and I got a bed, and from here on, I mean that's basically it. Now I can just do whatever I want, whatever I feel like. I don't really even need cobble. I guess I do. Well, I guess I do need cobble because I need a charcoal, at least one charcoal for the campfire. One charcoal or one coal. I guess I really just need one coal. And then that's about it. I don't really technically even need any cobble. I could just make one coal and then I can cook food. Heck, I could just get apples. I could just grow apple trees. And then I don't even need a coal. I don't even need to make a fireplace. I could just live off of apples. How simple can it get? How carefree can I make this? How little do you really need to play Minecraft? Can I just live off of apples? I guess so. Let's see. Let's just live off of apples for a while. Let's just start with the bare minimum and not even get coal. Apparently there's so many eggs. Maybe I'll just keep collecting. I'll just collect eggs. I don't even need to crack them. There's no need to crack eggs. There's no need to kill. Well, if I kill the chickens, I don't have any way to cook them yet. So I don't really even need to do that. I guess I could just chop down apple trees. I have a bed now. I can just chop down apple trees for apples, and that'll keep me fed, and I'll just sleep through the night. And that's really all you need to do to survive. I guess I might as well just live on apples. Just eat apples and sleep wherever I feel like, just wherever I happen to be at nightfall. I'll just sleep right there. There we go, and I have my first apple. Now I'm all set. I don't think I even need to eat it yet, because I'm pretty sure my hunger bar is still going to be full. I'm going to not even open the inventory. Let's just try to eat it. Yeah, I can't even eat it yet, so I don't even need to open the inventory yet. I guess I'll turn on the interface just because it's gonna give me a whole bunch of achievements and show all of the recipes that I discovered. I guess, all right, I'll turn on the interface just for that. So it'll just flip through all of that. There we go. I got an advancement made and new recipes unlocked. And there we go. Now you have all seen it that I really am playing in hardcore mode. it's a completely random seed. I don't know anything at all about this world, and I plan to keep it that way. Um, I think I want a shovel because sometimes I do encounter blocks like this that I don't really I don't like, and I think I'm going to want to dig them up. So I think I'm actually gonna make myself a shovel. I should probably make myself a hoe. Well, do I really need that though? Do I really need a hoe? Do I really need to speed up the process of um, of bringing these leaves down? Because it's kind of it's kind of interesting just to watch them sort of decompose on their own. It's kind of a neat little um, object of a meditative object of meditation. To just watch leaves decompose. I don't really even need to. You don't really even need to break them down by hand. Like I guess I guess I probably will at some point. I've been breaking down grass just without even thinking about that. Um, just out of just out of habit, I guess. I've been kind of automating my brain, just going along with my brain's habitual automations to at least that extent. I guess I can't completely break away from my habits. Um, all right, what else? I don't really need anything else for now. I'll just watch the sunset and sleep. And that was day 2. And I'm gonna play for one more day. All right. I decided that what I'm going to make these shorter. I'm going to make these videos half an hour long instead of 1 hour long. I'm going to make them 3 days long from here on because it does. I understand. I'm going to let go of my hour-long sessions. I know I've been that probably does feel too long for a lot of people. Half an hour is still it still doesn't I still don't feel like I'm that still doesn't feel like it's too short. I don't want to make them too short because I do feel bad for I wouldn't want to contribute to exacerbating people's impatience, exacerbating the short attention span culture, I guess. So I do want to make these somewhat lengthy, long enough for you to sort of feel something from it. I think you need at least a half an hour to sort of absorb something like this. But I did decide that I'm going to make them half an hour now instead of hour long because I do think that an hour is probably too long for a lot of new viewers, and I think probably making them half an hour probably will make a big difference. So there you go. I'm succumbing to the trend a little bit. All right, a little bit. I did decide I am caving into making these videos shorter. But that's about it. That's about the only thing that I'm caving into. In every other respect, I'm really kind of doubling down on what I was probably what I had in mind originally. Except that I decided that I wasn't doing it sufficiently enough. My Mundane World series didn't really feel mundane enough, and I felt like I wasn't really staying true to my own conception of the way that I actually want to play this game. I felt like I was rushing things, and I was rushing things because I wanted to achieve something. I wanted to felt like I got somewhere. And I don't really need to do that. There's no need to do that. There's no need to get iron armor. There's no need to build a starter house. I'll get around to all of that in due time. I don't know how long it's going to take. But I don't want to do any of that until I really really feel like it, until I really want to, because that's the thing. I found myself doing things that I wasn't really sure about, in terms of whether or not I really even wanted to. I felt like I was doing them because that's what that's what I thought, because that's what I usually do, I guess, and because that's what I think people would probably want to see in a Minecraft series on YouTube. But this is something completely different that I don't think anybody has ever done, probably, that I don't think anyone's ever seen, probably. This is probably the first time you've ever encountered something like this, of a dude just not even bothering with the progression whatsoever, and just just deciding to live start off at least with a life of asceticism, just living on apples, just a bed and apples. That's all you really need. What more do you need? Let's just roll with that for a while, and I'll just sort of talk for as long as I feel like, and just sort of hang out here and chat with you until I feel like doing something. How about that? Let's try that. Maybe I'll just wander over there and look at the flowers. Yeah, let's look at the flowers. Let's put these things out of my hands. I don't need to be holding my bed. Let's go look at the flowers. Enjoy the scenery. Let's just enjoy the scenery. All right? And I'm hoping that there probably are. I think that there probably will be some people that are going to find this very refreshing and are going to be very pleased to see something like this. I'm honestly kind of thrilled with the concept. I just got this idea while I was working today. Ironically, yesterday I recorded like 4 videos yesterday, trying to rush to build my starter house in my Mundane World series. And today I was like, you know what? I don't really like how that feels anymore. I don't really like where I'm going with that. I should start over and do something completely different, and really stick true to doing whatever I feel like doing this time. And just take the time to look at the flowers. Look at these beautiful flowers, this beautiful flower patch. It's magical. See, when we're rushing things, when we're rushing to get somewhere in Minecraft and in real life, we really miss out on these wonderful opportunities to just appreciate the beauty of things, the beauty of life, the simple things in life that are beautiful. We don't take enough time to look at the clouds and the sun and the moon and just the natural environment. We don't do that enough. So yeah, this is going to be my new series of Minecraft. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with my Mundane World series. I did not die in that series. I still have the save file. I might end up coming back to that. I'm not sure. Maybe I will, but you know what? Probably I won't. And I don't really feel particularly bad about that, because I don't think I've retained any viewers yet anyways. I don't think anyone was really looking forward to seeing where I get with that anyways. So I don't feel bad about just letting it go and forgetting about it, and just starting completely, starting afresh completely with this series, with this brand new series, brand new concept. And yes, I'm walking back to spawn. That's what I'm doing. So probably next episode tomorrow. I'm gonna do this once a day. I'm gonna do this every day, once a day. And I'll just do whatever I feel like doing in every episode, and talk about whatever I feel like talking about that day, and take it super slow, and not be, you know, well, you get the point. I think I've made myself clear. I think I've said enough. I've said everything that needs to be said in this first episode. It's really cool that I spawned right next to the cherry tree biome. That's cool. I don't know if I'm going to build cornerstones. I usually build cornerstones. And if you're a completely new viewer, which 99% of you are, you have no idea what I mean by that. So maybe I don't really even need to explain myself yet, I guess, because I don't know how soon I'm going to build one, if I'm even going to build one. I have no plans whatsoever for what I'm going to do next. My plans are just to wander around and talk, and I'm gonna grow some apple trees. I do want to go back to spawn. I don't like to travel very far. The reason I don't like to travel very far, I'll explain myself. I'll explain that, I guess, because that doesn't take long to explain. I don't like to travel very far because I don't like to spawn in new chunks that I'm never going to utilize before the next update. Because I don't have so much time in my hands that I don't end up building a whole lot until update to update. Usually, everything takes forever in Minecraft to build, especially if I'm playing it like this. Right, so odds are the next update will drop before I really get very far with this game. I mean, especially right now, we're right before 121. 121's supposed to get released fairly soon. So I don't really want to go very far out because, once the new update drops, I want to be able to. I'd like to not start over. Ideally, the plan is to just keep playing in the same world. And I know obviously I've completely failed in that regard so far. But I mean, that I do want to stick with that goal, with that objective. So I'm not going to go very far out. I'm going to just sort of stick around the spawn area. I really like this beautiful hilltop that I spawned nearby. I like the flowers. There's lots of beautiful flowers around this plains biome. There's lots of chickens. I have infinite chicken eggs. I can make lots of chickens. I can make lots of apples. I have infinite apples. Let's see if I can eat an apple yet. I still can't even eat the apple. I haven't lost enough energy yet to even need to eat the apple. And I'm going to make these half an hour long now. Just three days. 3 days per episode. All right. There's the moon. Moonrise of day 3. End of episode 1. That's it for today, guys. That's it. I hope you have enjoyed this. Let me know what you think about this. I really hope that some of you had stuck around till the end. Alright. And I hope that I'm going to see some comments. I play this. I'm doing this for the comments. I'm doing this to connect with you. I'm doing this because I want to interact with all of you wonderful people out there. All the strangers on the internet. I want to interact with strangers on the internet who are like-minded, all right? But, or who just enjoy the content that I make. Just whoever's out there that watched this. If you made it all the way through the video, please let me know. I would really appreciate that. Let me know. Let me know what you think. All right? All kinds of feedback is welcome. You're all very welcome. And I hope I'll see you again tomorrow. I hope you'll join me for another episode tomorrow. Or, whenever you get around to it. They're brief now. They're going to be half an hour long now. So, you can binge watch through them eventually all in one day. You don't have to do this regularly. All right. I'll keep a playlist. I'll have a playlist going. I'm calling this world Nameless World because I don't even have. I don't want to call it Mundane World again because I want to move on from that. This is something totally different, and I don't even know what to call it yet. All right, that's it. That's it. That's it for today. Thank you very much for giving this a chance and bearing with me for this long, bearing with me so far. That's it, guys. That's it for today. Shadilay, my fellas. Shadilay.